A remote and relatively quiet region in northern India, Ladakh has seen massive upheaval in the last 48 hours. A protest that spiraled out of control, an FIR against climate activist Sonam Wangchuk, and now an arrest under the stringent National Security Act. The NSA allows for long preventive detention without bail. Sources say that Sonam Wangchuk has been taken to a Jodhpur jail now and he will be lodged there. For the NDA, Sonam Wangchuk is the villain of this story. He is the one who made provocative statements to incite. His references to the Gen Z protests like we saw in Nepal or in Bangladesh, or the Arab Spring reference that he made, that was the provocation that was needed to instigate this violence. The NDA is very clear. The BJP believes that he instigated the mob during his hunger strike, and the minute there was violence, when he realized that the situation had gone completely out of hand, he decided to call his hunger strike off and leave that protest site. Another allegation that has been made against him, for which the FIR was filed and now he has been arrested, is that the timing of it all, that it was a deliberate attempt by Sonam Wangchuk to sabotage the process of dialogue and negotiation that has been ongoing between the centre and the stakeholders in Ladakh. Add to that the allegations of financial irregularities against him. The Union Ministry of Home Affairs yesterday cancelled his NGO's FCRA license. In its findings, the Home Ministry revealed that Wangchuk's NGO, SecMol, received foreign funds in the financial year of 2021-2022. This was for studies of sovereignty of the country, among other topics that aligned with foreign donors' objectives. Centre's action came after a show cause notice was first issued, as is the process that's followed to Wangchuk's NGO. That show cause was issued on the 20th of August this year. It was followed up by an email on September 10th asking why the NGO's FCRA registration should not be cancelled. In its response, Wangchuk's NGO said that these funds were utilized strictly in line with the organization's objectives and for the specific purposes allocated. But the MHA ruled that receiving donations for studying sovereignty is against the national interest of this country, and that calls for action, which means the FCRA license to his NGO will be cancelled, and that is exactly why the action was taken yesterday.
In a strict action against Sonam Wangchuk, environmental activist from Ladakh who was sitting on hunger strike and post his strike when protests turned violent and led to arson and clashes, Sonam Wangchuk was detained under NSA by the government after he tried to create ruckus and unrest in a sensitive place like Ladakh, which borders China as well as Pakistan. The centre is for sure trying to ensure that the place remains stable while engaging in talks with the groups from Ladakh, from both Leh and Kargil, and to ensure the rights are given to people of Ladakh. But they feel, sources indicate, that Sonam Wangchuk has given several provocative speeches, included about Gen Z, referring to Nepal protests, and Arab Spring style protests, which he has been referring to at multiple occasions, which triggered this kind of arson and protests and instability in Ladakh. And Ladakh cannot have such kind of instability. His NGO has also come under a tight lens of the agencies. The CBI and other agencies are also investigating his role and his funding, that he has also transferred some money from his NGO account to his personal account, and how he has been using the money and where all he has been getting money from. So all of this is being checked, reviewed, and the centre is ensuring that while there is vikas and development push in Ladakh, that they are able to ensure that Ladakh remains peaceful without any sort of situation deteriorating on the ground.
Sonam Wangchuk was arrested this afternoon. He was set to address a press conference at about 2:30 p.m. but didn't show up, and that triggered speculation, which eventually led to the confirmation of his arrest. But his arrest has now triggered a political furor. Many within the opposition are claiming that he's being scapegoated by the central government. In fact, JNK Chief Minister Omar Abdullah said that the BJP was unable to take the people of Ladakh along, that promises were made to them, much like they were made to Jammu and Kashmir, but the centre hadn't delivered on those promises, which is why they were now making up excuses for their failure. Listen in to what Omar Abdullah had to say.
चलिए अफसोस की बात है, लेकिन जिस तरह मरकज़ की हुकूमत कल से उनके पीछे पड़ी हुई थी, शायद ये लग ही रहा था कि इस तरह का वो करेंगे। उन लोगों के साथ कुछ वादे हुए जिस तरह हमारे साथ हुए। अब समझ में नहीं आता मरकज की हुकूमत की क्या मजबूरी है कि वादे करने के बाद वो उन वादों से मुकर जाते हैं।
Let's open this up. National spokesperson of the BJP, Pradeep Bhandari, is with us. Salman Soz, national spokesperson of the Congress, joins us as well. Salman Soz, let me ask you, why is it that the opposition believes that Sonam Wangchuk is being made a patsy, a scapegoat in this entire case?
Well, I think the entire country thinks that this person is being made the scapegoat. The fact of the matter is that the BJP, in its own manifesto, by the way, in 2019, and here's their then MP, who became an MP, this young man, Namgyal. He issued promises, BJP promises, on the sixth schedule for the people of Ladakh. You make promises, you don't keep them, you keep talking, you keep dragging people along with you. How long is this going to continue? Now, this has been I know the people of Ladakh. I mean, they were part of Jammu and Kashmir. We lived together. I would say in great harmony, but very peaceful people, peace-loving, nice people, care for their culture, care for their heritage, care for their environment. And here we have a situation where the government of India, the central government basically, is simply not willing to do what it has told the people of Ladakh, promised the people of Ladakh. I don't know why it is taking this government so long to deliver on these promises. And innocent people have gotten killed. I mean, 4 people were just killed. It's unfortunate. And I don't think these guys have any answers. I think they, quite frankly, I don't really know somebody asked me a question today. They said, who does the BJP really care for? I don't know. Not for the people of India. They seem to care for other people, but not for the people of India. Because if you care for your own people, then you will be listening to what they have to say. Then you listen to their genuine demands, and you will actually follow through on what you promised them. I don't think that has happened, and the result is like Manipur. Manipur has been in great trouble, and now here we have a situation where Ladakh, I hope it doesn't get to that stage, and I hope people peacefully seek redressal of their rights. But beyond that,
but
I
Salman
think
Soz,
the BJP is...
But Salman
Yes.
Soz, as far as engagements from the centre are concerned, that's been going on. In fact, just yesterday and today we had a special meeting that was held. There was a meeting that was scheduled to be held on the 6th of October. So engagements from the central side are happening.
I'm sorry. If the BJP can abrogate Article 370 in one go without telling anybody else, why does it take them 6 years to actually talk about the sixth schedule? I mean, these people, this is a tribal area. What is the problem? The opposition is for it. The BJP promised it. The people of Ladakh want it. What is the problem, Prime Minister Modi? What is the problem? Can you not make a decision? Are you so indecisive? Are you so weak that you cannot make a decision? I ask you. What is this?
Pradeep
Everybody
Bhandari,
wants
why is the BJP making promises and not delivering on them? And then blaming somebody like Sonam Wangchuk and laying the blame squarely and solely at his doorstep?
Well, first of all, we do not need lectures from the Congress party, which is an anti-national party. And here, if you recall, this is 17th of April 2014, Saifuddin Soz. He says that the UT status for Ladakh was never part of the Congress manifesto. For 70 years, despite the Congress MP raising the demand first in 1955, the Congress party did not give the UT status for Ladakh. It is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government which has given. We are speaking to the people of Ladakh. This is why the representation for the tribals has increased from 45% to 84%. Boti, Purgi and other have been declared as official languages, and there have been series of meetings on other demand. And the people of Ladakh are with us, and they are completely connected with us. Now, seeing this, the Congress party and its extended ecosystem has a problem. Sonam Wangchuk is not a normal climate activist. He is a man who in the past has been seen of speaking about plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. He has been a man who's in the past spoken about Arab offspring type of situation. And in fact, it was the Congress party itself in 2007 when the Congress was was in power, the district magistrate of Ladakh had written a letter to the Congress party in centre that Sonam Wangchuk's NGO was involved in certain anti-national activities and for diverting funds which were not involved for any seva bhav. And this is where the action has been taken. So I ask you that does anybody get a license to riot and burn the CRPF vehicle and put the entire street on fire just because someone is a climate activist? Absolutely not. Till yesterday they were asking that why are we not getting the situation under control. Now the main individual who is responsible for inciting, we've got him under the NSA and there will be further action which is taken. So please differentiate between people of Ladakh and Sonam Wangchuk, and he is not a normal individual. Why? If you recall in 2004, in the past it is Sonam Wangchuk's father has fought on a Congress ticket, and in 2007 to 10 he was also involved with in a project with government of Nepal. So yes, the MHA is studying about it because no normal NGO will want to study the sovereignty of the country, and we've seen these patterns in other foreign countries, how a toolkit has emerged where an NGO is put as a front and then later it is used to incite people. So this has been clipped, and I believe that the Congress party, by supporting Sonam Wangchuk, has given a pattern. They had also supported likes of Sharjeel Imam, they've supported likes of Umar Khalid, where even international NGOs like Amnesty had come, where Delhi riots was a pre-planned riots. So yes, what has happened in Leh is not something which is instantaneous. It is pre-planned, and the investigative agencies are taking the due action with respect to the demands of the people of Ladakh. Already a special investigation team and an envoy has been dispatched, and the talks are ongoing. Like we abrogated Article 370, like we gave the UT status to Ladakh, we will do the required which is needed.
But Pradeep, the timing of it is suspect, is what many say, that there is a CBI investigation that has been going on for the last 2 years. It's still in the preliminary inquiry stage. There is no FIR that has been filed. The fact that this FCRI license was cancelled just a day after violence broke out there, which is why the opposition says that this looks like it was pre-planned.
Well, Poonam, we have cancelled more than 20,000 FCRA licenses of various NGOs which the government has got and the investigative agencies believe were involved in anti-national acts. Now, please note this, the Sonam Wangchuk was on radar for sure, but the Supreme Court guidelines suggest that you cannot arrest an individual merely on the basis of insightful statements. You need insightful statements leading to violence. So what happened in Ladakh was that tipping point where his statements led to violence, and on September 24th, he surreptitiously and coincidentally ended his hunger strike, and rather than coming and ensuring that the protesters do not move further and arson the CRPF vehicle, Mr. Wangchuk was absent. And if he's used terms like Gen Z type revolution which is seen in Nepal, so this is where we say that there is a larger ploy and a plot for which investigation is necessary. This is why Mr. Wangchuk has been booked under NSA. No climate activist, whether global or national, has a right to riot and arson. The investigative agencies are doing their due process, and we will not lead to a situation where an anarchy is taken forward on the streets of India or on the streets of Ladakh by these anti-national elements.
Sure. So Salman Soz, why not wait before the investigation is concluded before we jump to conclusions? Let the investigation take place. As far as the FCRA and financial irregularities allegations are concerned, this sovereignty bit of why funds were taken from a Swedish organization for studying sovereignty, Sonam Wangchuk's organization has not denied any of those. They've in fact gone on to say that yes, we did and we were well within our norms.
Well, first of all, let me talk about the BJP spokesperson. I mean, I don't want to Google him because I know that if people just Google him, they'll find a lot of nasty stuff there. But let me just address some of the things that he talked about. He talked about the Congress party being anti-national. The freedom that he has right now is thanks to our party, not because of the RSS and the BJP, the Hindu.
No, it is not thanks to your party, my dear friend.
Let's not interrupt each other. Please, I'll give everyone their time.
And just stick in your lane, okay?
Go ahead, Mr. Wangchuk.
BJP people, as everybody in the country now knows.
Let's not.
Stop calling people anti-national. Don't come
Salman Soz and Pradeep Bhandari, I request both of you, please, let's not call each other names. Let's not digress from what we are discussing here, please. It's a request to both of you, please. Let's stick to the subject. Let's not digress. Salman Soz, please go ahead, make your point.
I'm sorry. The BJP has basically become a sick party. Sick. They will brand everybody anti-national. There will come a time when people will get so sick and tired of them that they'll basically be, they almost got kicked out in the last election. They're so arrogant.
Sure, and that's the power
And
of
people see
democracy.
that.
And that's
Now,
the power of
they will not-
democracy for
no,
whichever
listen
party
to me.
is the recipient of it.
listen
But
to me.
let's come back to the subject at hand,
Democracy
please.
democracy does not mean you call everybody anti-national.
Sure.
Basically, that is not democracy. This is stupidity. That is the arrogance that BJP has. Now, they will not talk about, they will talk about 2014 mein ye hua, 2007 mein hua, Nehru ji ne ye bol diya, but they will not talk about what people want to know. People want to know if this gentleman, Sonam Wangchuk, who, by the way, praised Prime Minister Modi when Article 370 was abrogated, said that you have fulfilled one very key demand of the Ladakhi people. If he did something wrong, if the Home Ministry or whoever said that in 2021 they did something wrong, why does this government, this slow government, this weak government, why does it take them 5 years to act or 4 years to act in this particular case? And they act immediately on the day there is some problem in Ladakh. Now you said,
but the
you said
show cause
yourself-
notice, but the show cause notice was not sent yesterday. The show cause notice was sent in August.
But
The reply
what-
came in on 10th of September, and the cancellation
I just
happened
want-
yesterday.
Yes. But between 2021 and 2024, there's a lot of time that has passed. Okay? They did not do anything. That is what I mean. The BJP's modus operandi is basically that they will hold things against you. They can, I mean, even you as an individual, as a citizen, they will have something which is nothing. Process is the punishment. Process is the punishment. You will see what will happen to this gentleman, Sonam Wangchuk. They will just keep him in this indefinite purgatory, and that's their model. And then they'll send these BJP people. They'll say this guy was doing something on Nepal. This guy was doing something with ISI. This guy was doing something with China. These people are doing something with international NGOs. That is what they do every time. But nobody will answer. Why did you promise? I asked this question to the gentleman sitting right in front of us. Why did they promise in their manifesto to the people of Ladakh that the 6th schedule of the constitution would be applied to Ladakh? Please answer that.
But
Why
they're
did
not
you
saying that
promise
they won't.
Why
There are
the
negotiations that are currently underway on that front.
No. Sorry. No. This is absolutely wrong. What negotiations? BJP promised something. Congress supports it. The people of Ladakh want it. What negotiations? Tell me. What negotiations?
Pradeep Bhandari?
Mr. Soos, had you understood the art of negotiation, you would have given the UT status after 70 years being in power. You do not understand the art of negotiation. You only understand the art of negotiation with terrorists like Yasin Malik and Hafiz Saeed. That's what you are very good at doing, so do not lecture us. And I will again reiterate, yes, you are an anti-national party because the terrorists like Hafiz Saeed calls you their ideological mentor. So please, Mr. Soos, stop getting very edgy. You are an anti-national party because after 26/11, you did not attack Pakistan. You were trying to give clean sheet to Pakistan. Yes, you are an anti-national party because Rahul Gandhi says that you want to fight the Indian state. So that is our belief, and that is what the people of India also believe. That's why you're sitting in opposition. So you have arrogance, not us. We are doing seva bhav, not you.
Sure, but
And
Pradeep,
now coming on to the people of Ladakh.
Let's come
If our
back to the point
intention-
at hand. Let's come back to the point at hand.
No, he used
Sure.
personal
Answer
loaded
the question.
objectives.
Sure, let's come back.
Adjectives. I also have a right to
And
debate.
Answer the question.
of course, and
I'm
that is why I
coming, I'm
asked him,
coming.
and that's why
So
I
if
asked
our
both of you to
intention-
stick to the subject at hand, please. Pradeep, go ahead.
My limited submission is the following. If our intention was not to listen to the people of Ladakh, how is it that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has given UT status which Congress could not do in 70 years? If our intention was not to listen to the people of Ladakh, how is it that the ST reservation has increased from 45% to 84%, which none of the Congress governments could do it? So the, negotiation and dialogue is a process, and we will implement everything in consultation with people of Ladakh. Now there is an individual, Sonam Wangchuk, and the Congress party's ideological mentors who are trying to stop the dialogue process. This is why there was a scheduled dialogue process on the 6th. Why was the violence happening on just before the 6th when the dialogue was taking place with the center? Why are you vandalizing the Bharatiya Janata Party office? Why is it the Congress councillors and the leaders coming a day before in the press conferences saying that even the CRPF, if they come between, they will put stones in their hand and throw at the CRPF vehicle? Is this not anarchy? Then what else is anarchy? This is exactly a ploy and a pattern. And if you believe that
And
the
anarchy
process of
should be,
punishment, please go to the Supreme Court of India. You believe what
be
we said
punished,
is
isn't it?
illegal.
Irrespective of who it is. Salman Soos, last 30 seconds, please.
And I just want to caution the BJP spokesperson before he talks about any Congress leader, because today I know that some BJP spokesperson, some other one, spoke about a Congress councillor in Ladakh and basically made false allegations, totally false allegations about that person. There are going to be cases against them on defamation. So I want him to be careful not to go there. Now, as far as my
dear friend, you did a press conference a day before. Do not share with me legal.
Pradeep Bhandari, just a second, please. I have very limited time. Let Salman Soz finish, please.
Before I get your arrogance out of the way,
Mr. Soz,
the point is, the people of the country watching the show saw that the BJP spokesperson simply had no answer to one simple question, which is actually at the heart of what is happening in Ladakh. And that is, if the BJP promised the people of Ladakh the 6th schedule, the Congress party and the opposition support that, and the people of Ladakh want that, why is the Prime Minister, who claims to be a decisive Prime Minister, unable to deliver this simple thing that he promised?
Sure, but does that give anyone the license to take law into their own hands? Because what we saw in Leh 2 days ago is not something that
peacefully protesting. For 6 years they've been peacefully protesting.
So then what happened 2 days ago? That's exactly what is being investigated, isn't it?
Are you negating 6 years of peaceful protest?
Absolutely
because
not.
Some lumpen
Absolutely
elements
not.
do damage? You're saying that to some lumpen elements
Allow
do
me
damage?
10
Absolutely
seconds,
not.
please.
All I'm saying is irrespective of who is involved, that person, if responsible and if guilty, should be held to book. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, absolutely. Those who commit violence should be held accountable.
Poonam,
Absolutely.
I do not need, and our government does not need lectures from the gentleman out here.
Sure, accountability is needed. Sure, accountability is required, whether it's Sonam Wangchuk or anybody else that's involved. If found guilty, then they should be brought to book. And I have to leave it there. But we do hope that we do not see a repeat of what we did 2 days ago in Ladakh, which has been relatively peaceful, like Salman Soz was also pointing out, for the last 6 years. But I thank you both gentlemen for joining us here on Brass Tacks.